Hey there, Judy Jamison the Psychic here, and welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. In this week's short video lesson, I'm going to go over and share with you exactly what it is really like to work with and open your third eye. And I tell you, it is no freaking joke. It is the real deal, and you have to be a specific kind of person in order to handle working with it. If you are into and drawn to all things intuitive, psychic, and you want to know what your natural abilities are, we all have natural gifts and abilities, okay? And you want to know how they work and how you can use them and apply them to create wonderful, phenomenal freaking things in your everyday life, make sure you hit the subscribe button underneath this video on YouTube. Make sure you hang out to the end of the video because I have something for you that you might be interested in. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get started. I'm going to kind of explain it and split it in half because when I say it's no joke and you have to be a very strong person, it is not probably what you're thinking, okay? So let me start with what Hollywood tells you. Hollywood will tell you that you see ghosts and ghouls and goblins and stuff like that. I'd say 99.9% of the time, that is a bunch of BS. It's just something that's created and over-exaggerated to sell friggin' movies. That's it. That is not what it's like. Now, the other thing that I want to explain here, when you're working with your third eye, it is not just about seeing things in front of you. Most of the time, you see it in what's referred to as your mind's eye, not your physical eyes with something in front of you. Now, if you want to take it to that level, if you want to see your crossed over loved ones, your angels, your guides, people's auras, energy, stuff like that, you can take it to that level. But that requires a lot of dedication and practice over time, okay? Working with and opening your third eye is not an instant, quick fix, pill, drink, magic potion, anything like that, and bam, all of a sudden you're activated and opened. Nothing in the intuitive psychic world works that way. It's practice and dedication over time. So real quick here, I'll walk you through an exercise and show you most people who work with their third eye, this is how they see things. So as you're sitting here right now watching me and listening to me on this video, I want you to think of and go back to the childhood house that you grew up in, okay? I want you to look at the front door of it. What does the front of the house look like? Where is the door situated? Where is the car parked? What kind of car is it? What color is it? What are some flowers or decorative things that are around the house, okay? So what you just did was you're visually looking at me, but in your mind's eye, you're visually looking at something else. So in essence, as wacky as it might sound, you're seeing two different things at the same time. When you're working with your third eye, a lot of the intuitive messages and things that you get will pop in your head as, I don't know, some kind of visual or like your imagination. I think I know one person who actually sees physical things mixed in with their reality. That is not the norm, though. Most people, that doesn't happen. It's seeing something through your mind's eye. Now, the other way I'm going to get into a little bit is seeing ghosts, spirits, auras, energy. That kind of stuff is really cool. So going back to having to be strong, when you're working with your third eye, this is the bulk of working with your third eye in your everyday daily life does, and you don't have to be a full-time psychic doing this kind of stuff, you will see the truth, okay? Nobody is going to be able to bullshit you. You will see if they're lying, if they're telling the truth, if their intentions are good or if their intentions are bad. Now, why I say that you have to be a strong, big girl in order to work with that kind of stuff is you might see that your son or daughter or husband or wife or somebody is secretly hooked on drugs and they're hiding it. That's pretty painful stuff. Or you might see that maybe your spouse is screwing around on you. That's painful stuff. Most people don't want to live in real life reality. They want to live in a fantasy land and sugarcoat things and go through life with blinders on. So when I say you got to be a strong person, that's what I mean by it. You got to be able to handle seeing things, picking up on information that might hurt your heart. But the good part of doing that is you are now well informed and better equipped to make a good decision on what you want to do or how you want to handle things. So if you're someone who likes to be the victim, all you do is complain and blame everybody else for other problems, you're the woe is me, feel bad for me type person, you don't want to work with your third eye. You don't. Because you're going to be in a low energetic state, and all you're going to do is enhance seeing low energetic stuff. But if you're the kind of person who is not scared to see the truth, like what's that one movie? You Can't Handle the Truth, whatever that is. If you're that kind of person that you feel you're strong enough to be able to see and experience the good and the bad, and you want to know, you don't want life sugar-coated or going through life with blinders on, and you're someone who likes to take action and just correct steering wheel, grab the steering wheel of things, and you're ballsy, you're not afraid, then working with your third eye is a huge blessing for you. So let me give you two quick different examples or roads that you can go down, or things that you may experience when working with your third eye. One, you might feel like you're on drugs. Okay, if you've ever done recreational drugs or had a full-blown addiction in your past, working with your psychic senses, your intuition, your abilities, specifically your third eye, sometimes you will feel like, holy freaking cow, like I am not on drugs and this is really happening. Let me give you some quick examples here. So, being on drugs, okay? Acid. If you've ever done acid, if you've ever gone on a trip, when you look at the clouds, okay, you know how the clouds change shape and forms, and sometimes you'll see images in the clouds. It's the same concept, except when you're looking at the clouds, tuning in and working with your third eye, whatever images that you're seeing will actually relay some kind of message to you. Now, it's not like, I'm not saying all of a sudden that the cloud is going to turn into a bunch of lips and start talking to you. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Give you an example. Say you're looking up at the clouds and subconsciously in the back of your mind, you're concerned about something, okay? And all of a sudden you're going to look up at the clouds, and the clouds, you're going to see all these hearts or maybe angels or something like that. And then you're going to get this feeling that everything's good. Everything's going to work out. You just, via third eye, clairvoyantly, got a message from the clouds through seeing certain images that brought up or made you think or feel certain things. The other way that you might be able to see things is people's auras and people's energy, okay? Did you ever look and see the images where it shows like colors outlining somebody? That's your energy field. That's your aura. That's what it is that you're giving off. Animals can see all sorts of colors and spectrums and stuff that we can't. But when you practice working with your third eye, you'll be able to see that kind of stuff. So to give you a real life relatable example, say, I don't know, you go to work one day and Joe Schmo is sitting there at his desk, and he looks like his everyday self. He looks like he's good, life is going good, there's no issues, there's no problems. But when you start working with your third eye, you would be able to see his aura, and you would see, without him even saying a word, even though on the physical outside, he looks like life is good, but on the inside, he might be freaking dying and going through something so detrimental, like on the verge of suicide. Now, I'm taking that to an extreme just to give you an idea here, but you see what I'm saying. So again, this goes back into the big girl panties. You would have to make a decision if you're going to go over there and just kind of break the ice and talk to him a little bit. Of course, now, without saying, hey, I saw your aura and it looks like you're really effed up right now. Do you want to talk? You don't want to approach somebody like that. But you get the point here. You cannot unsee something once you've seen it. Now let's go into the other side of working with your third eye. What Hollywood tells you. Ghosts, ghouls, goblins, I don't know, crossed over loved ones, energy, and auras. Have you ever been sitting in your home and out of the corner of your eye, you saw something, it looked like it was a flash or a shadow or something that went across really fast? Guess what? You just saw something out of your third eye. It's not all about ghosts and ghouls and goblins, okay? Now, if you want to physically see things, that does require a lot of time and practice and intention over time. That's not what I'm teaching or talking about right now. If the idea of you being a medium and seeing stuff like that, seeing angels, seeing your crossed over loved ones, seeing ascended masters and stuff like that without actually taking acid or any kind of drugs to enhance something like that, you can go there. But most people, that's not how it works. It works through the mind's eye. So to give you a quick example, say you have a certain chair in your home that belonged to your great-grandmother or your father. You could sit there in your living room, nobody's in that chair, and through your mind's eye, you can see your grandfather sitting there. And then energetically, you would be able to pick up and feel that person's energy. If you were in a low vibe state, you would attract low, like attracts like, okay? What's that? Whatever you put out there comes back to you. So if you're in a negative, low, energetic, vibrational place, you're probably going to see things that would freak you out and scare you. It's no different than leaving the house and going to work and seeing people who freak you out and scare you, okay? The mass murderers, the robbers, all kinds of stuff like that. When you're working with your third eye, there are negative energies, but think of it this way. If you don't give negative energy any time or space, think of it, equate it, negative energy as drama. Okay, if you're not someone who feeds into drama and participates in drama and likes to start and stir drama, you're not going to get any of that negative stuff coming to you, meaning you're not going to see lower energy auras or we all share space, okay? I don't care who you are sharing space right now with other energy, other entities, other people. You just can't see it. But when you work with your third eye, you may very well. So if you're that kind of person who doesn't give attention to any of that negative, low vibrational state, you're actually repelling it without even realizing it. So you're not attracting to you low energetic stuff. So if you're on a very high vibe, energetic plane, you're going to attract to you and see high vibe, energetic stuff. Your angels, your guides, your crossed over loved ones, people's auras and energy. Sounds trippy, but that's how it works. So I think I covered a good deal of stuff, but mostly when you're working with your third eye, if you're a beginner in the beginning stages of doing it, it's really mostly used to see the truth in things. Like I said, if you're someone who likes to live life with your blinders on, working with your third eye is not gonna be for you. But if you're a big girl and you like to know the truth and be well informed so you can better equip yourself and your family and your loved ones for whatever's going on in your life, working with your third eye is a phenomenal freaking blessing. So if all that sounds really cool and you find yourself a little drawn to it and you want to learn more, underneath this video, I have a 2-hour masterclass. It was a live training that I did that I recorded, so you would watch the 2-hour replay. All I'm going to do is walk you through everything that you would ever want to know regarding your third eye, what exactly it's like, good and bad, some side effects, some amazing things that you can do with it, what to expect, and then at the end, if you are ready, I'm going to walk you through a 15-minute guided meditation to open up your third eye. If you've never meditated before, it's not a big deal. I make it super, super, super simple. All you got to do is close your eyes and just allow me to take you on this journey. That's it. It's like someone reading a book to you and you visualizing it in your head. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your experiences. Let me know any questions that you have. I do get notifications when someone comments. So if I have the time, I will reply back. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a lot of really good, valuable information and insight as to what it is really like to work with your third eye. Hopefully, I will see you right here next week on this channel. And don't forget to check out the training that is right there underneath this video just for you. I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal, kick-ass week, and hopefully I will see you right here next week on this same channel. See you later.